Clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 7, Lionel Messi.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Pepe,
Looks to get on the end of this.
Yamal,
And they can counter here. And it's Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! No mistake! 2, and we've barely begun here. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Camavinga, aim forwards.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yamal,
Looking for the run.
the most accurate pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played out towards the right wing. He is through here.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Yamal.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Great ball, and he's in here. And again. More pressure on the opposition goal.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Perez. Now it's Pepe.
Just eases him off the ball.
Yamal,
Has created 1 goal already.
This is the time you need that pace.
now it's Yamal.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Hazard goes for a shot! Hazard! The man's a genius! A finish right from the top draw! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Oh, that's delightful. Chance for a shot! He's going for goal! It is a very, very good save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. Oh no, this does not look good. Rudiger. He's gone forward. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave. Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Messi. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Pepe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And a chance! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Number 22, Ayoze Perez. Coming on the field is number 7, Gerard Moreno. Substitutions taking place.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Substitution in progress.
Could try cutting inside here. Played in. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 15. Coming on the field, number 21, number 8.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Substitution.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that looks a decent ball. Fernandes. Now Mbappe. Neymar. Barcelona are coasting towards victory. And it's Fernandes. Back into the middle. Dinks one through. Cleared away. Gerard Moreno is herring after that one.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well played. Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold takes control of it and he's on the move. De Paul. De Paul looking to penetrate opposition. Shoots! Well, that is rather wayward. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's got away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Mopé. Now it's Mopé. Mopé is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. Good, strong midfield running here. And it's Messi. That has been cut short. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Upamecano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And this is Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Half an hour played now. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Azpilicueta. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal receives it in a good position. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And Agume. Sal. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. a pretty loose pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Takes a shot!
The attendance for this match
And
was
decked out by the
96,026.
most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly,
Substitution
Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona, Number 5.
We have got changes here
Coming
from
on the
both sides, in
field
fact.
is
Well, Peter,
number
I don't think there's
24,
anything tactical
Pablo.
or injury-related
Substitution in
here. I
progress.
think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. There's the crossfield ball. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22, Modric. Coming on to replace him is
Very little to
number
report from
14,
an attacking perspective.
Fernandes.
Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Van Dijk. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Sal takes control of it, and he's on the move. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. Sal. Rudiger wins the duel this time. Half an hour gone in the second half. Ronaldo is flagged offside.
substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Hazard. Number 13, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 10, Mbappe. Number 6, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitutions taking place.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. They'll have one final crack at it. Oh, that's neat. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice looking ball.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he finish?
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the
added
board
time.
now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He is through here. Chance for a shot! Palmer. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now he's got space here. He's going to slip through. Oh, Shooting chance! It's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That has not gone well. Now it's Morishi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? It's in! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Neymar. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now that looks a decent ball. Fires it in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Could move up a gear here.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he's heaved it away. Dante. And he's picked it up out wide. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. And he's found a way past. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Now he's off and running. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's an excellent interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rudiger does well to get it back. Now it's Morishi, spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. Tony Lato got a long way forward to join the attack. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Substitution on the
Some
field.
first half thoughts?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the game has already resumed here. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Forwards and with intent. He's had it taken off him.
Mateo Josef really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Out to the left it goes. Omar Mascarell. Tony Lato. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's there to get it away. And it's Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And the finish! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter...
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Substitution in progress.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gently done. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mojica. That has been cut short. He is through here. Ball swung in. Costa. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly... Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Vinicius Junior! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Goulart with the short one. Chooses to go back. Big chance! Rudiger gets it clear. Could move up a gear here. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Modric. Now it's Yamal. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic...
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! There is the breakthrough! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
After 27 minutes is number 7, Vinicius Junior.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Nicely aimed pass. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga. That's a little off target. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Over to the left.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Carvajal. Vinicius. And the shot! That is delicious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There will be 1 minute at
Madrid
a time.
are doing... Has a shot! That comes as a mighty relief. And there is the half-time whistle. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Camavinga. Mbappe!
The attendance for this match was
Fair
98,004.
attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Number 5, Yamal. Coming on the field is number 24, Palmer.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. He's in a good position. Can he finish?
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22, Modric. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Fernandez.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Hazard tries to play it through. He's big. And the shot! Hazard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Palmer. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here. And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there's a fine ball. It's Hazard! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Messi. Number 13, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 10,
tidily.
Mbappe.
It's made its way to him.
6,
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a searching pass. And he's heaved it away. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Garcia. Now it's Mbappe.
4 added minutes has been
Has a
indicated.
look and plays it forward. And this is Neymar. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's found the net! Deep into injury time! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face... Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask... Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Passing is crisp and sharp. Simeone. Looking for the run. Great work on the overlap.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Looking for options for movement. Plays it. Header! Oh, good stop by the keeper. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Sorloth actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Messi, he's found a way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is lovely. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Griezmann. Simeone.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's Messi. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Lookman. And it's made its way to him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Simeone. And this is Griezmann. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Baina goes short. The ball goes in. Point-blank header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Surely now! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Just eases him off the ball.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Griezmann. Spread out to the left. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Has been indicated.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And it's been taken short. Ball swung in. And that has been cleared. There's a sharp little ball here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Looking to go deep. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lookman. Biner.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they're back on the ball again. Camavinga. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Griezmann. Coming on the field
That
is
looks a decent ball.
number 19.
And this is Ronaldo.
Alvarez. Substitutions
Your
taking
impression
place.
so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Danger averted for now. And it's Biner. Played with finesse.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 23, Gonzalez.
All Black
Substitution in
clears.
progress.
Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now it's Alvarez. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. Serves up a cross. That's very neat. Played it again.
Barcelona.
Decent chance!
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Giuliano Simeone. Coming on
So,
the field
time for changes
is
on
number
both sides, actually.
16, Molina.
Not much time now
Substitution.
for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There
Now
will
it's
be 2
Palmer.
minutes added time.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Neymar. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And that's that. So the perfect end to the season, the feel-good
This is a
culmination
hard one to
around
take,
which the
but
supporters
we'll be
can
back
gather
stronger.
with. So here it is, one of the happiest days in the land of football. Clubs appearing for the first time at the start of a new campaign to reveal their secrets from pre-season. New faces, new tactics, new approaches, but the same old game. We're all in love with football again. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So the wait is finally over. It's time to get to it.
Well, the world's most followed league, Peter, certainly the wealthiest, and while I would predict another almighty tug-of-war between the giants of Manchester, London and Liverpool, it would be nice to see another romantic story as we did roughly a decade back.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So this perhaps the season in microcosm. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, terrible. And he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 10 minutes is
Manchester
number
United
19.
finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Messi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hazard does really well to win the ball there. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Now it's Trossard. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Trossard! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for the run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Eze touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Eze given the lift of his goal.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very...
And the first half is done. Don't do it back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this
So
game.
that was the first half.
It's easier
Still
said than
plenty of
done, as we
time
know.
left for a comeback.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Upamecano.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Aims beyond the defence. Hazard.
This is the time you need that pace.
70,987.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this. It's Hazard! Oh, in for the pieces! And that is wildly off target.
Lamine Yamal really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Hazard. Number 26. Eduardo Camavinga.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 10. Mbappe.
Timber. Now it's Saka.
Rodrigo de
Now it's
Paul.
Eze.
The ball's gone astray.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Saka.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14, Fernandes. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
After 75 minutes is number 7, Bukayo Saka.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Great vision.
Pass is just off target.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Messi. Coming on the field is number 2, Alexander-Arnold.
Palmer. Rice simply refused to be outdone there.
That has been slung wide.
Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now Subimendi.
There will be 5
Saliba.
minutes added time.
Subimendi.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Now it's Havertz. Trossard. Now that looks a decent ball. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldo gets into some space.
And time is up. Well, they wanted 3 points on day one, but that proved well and truly beyond them. At times, they seemed sluggish.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
The action has already started. Pedro Neto. And it's been given away. And the shot! Goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 20, João Pedro.
Chelsea have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Neymar. Looking for the run. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's claimed by the keeper. Pedro Neto. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Now it's João Pedro. Distributed tidily. And it's Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super ball. Yamal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they've got rid. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Over to the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Good ball, good take. Pedro Neto. And that's gone loose.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Messi. It's Camavinga. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a good run down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Fernandes. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And here's Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Palmer. That is lovely. Azar can see things others simply cannot. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And he's making progress on the ball. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's come loose. Palmer. Palmer tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Pedro. Pedro Neto. Now this could be... Tries a shot! Neymar picks it up out wide. Neymar. Some resolute defending there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's James. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Gusto.
There will be 1 minute at
Fernandes. Pedro Neto.
That was lovely, that.
Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Tries to get it clear. And that will be the final act. Manchester United came into this game looking for all 3 points. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started. Out towards the flank. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. Delivers the ball. Surely now! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He can run onto that. Well read, and the danger is averted. Lefay tries to play it through. Messi. It's a good run down the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Neymar. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's in a good position here. Lefay. Crunching tackle. Lefay powering forward here. Out to the right. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He might be in here. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Brobby. Lovely bit of skill. Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Chips it through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Traore wins the duel this time. Real chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
The goal scorer after 52 minutes is number 28.
Sunderland grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Great vision. And he plays one through. Cristiano Ronaldo gets through on his own. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great ball, and he's having a shot! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Good running, strong and purposeful. Robbie receives. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 6, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitution taking place.
It's Camavinga. De Paul. And it's Van Dijk. Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now then, the ball's come loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he shoots! And that has been clubbed away.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Hazard.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
On the field, number 10, Mbappe.
Manchester United are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
The final 5 minutes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Upamecano. Now Mbappe. And this is Ronaldo. Now this could be a chance. Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. They have stolen level at the last. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
So all square with almost no time. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
He's hits a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, out to the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, they could break here. Looking for the run. Kerkez is in a really good position out wide. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Gakpo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And it's Fernandes. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Gravenberg.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Ekitike really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
McAllister. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gravenberg. Jones. And Mohamed Salah. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, good take in a good area. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. And here's Azar. And here's Yamal. And here's Messi. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! There's a goal! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
After 59 minutes is number 5, Yamal. Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
McAllister. And he's quick to snatch it back.
That was lovely, that.
Can he get onto this? Gakpo gets into a good position. Oh, smashing header! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Jones. Coming on the field is number
And it's
7,
been taken short.
Vitz. Substitution.
Shot, surely!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him on? And the shot! There it is! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Palmer. He's in a great position here. Oh, it's a chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 11, Neymar! Substitution on the field, number 11, Mohamed
Liverpool
Salah.
making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Van Dijk. Oh, that's a key interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, really good feet. And he welcomes it in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Konate.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Neymar, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is a hard one to take, but
Well, how
we'll
will we look back on that?
That is a
Won't
superb
we?
win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man? Real chance! And it's a goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Burnley breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it. Modric, first quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's been played through. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's travelling a long way. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. And here's Yamal. Yamal. Now it's Neymar! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. Camavinga. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good ball, good take. And here's Neymar. Takes a shot!
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's superb. Oh, shooting chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Hannibal. Waddle, Kyle Walker.
There will be 1
That
minute
pass isn't the
added
best.
time.
Oh, good spread. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Anthony. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's caught in there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5.
Manchester United
Go!
choosing to
Coming
make
on
the
to
first
replace
change.
him is
Well, this could be a bit of a
number
nightmare
24.
scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
He's a sharp little... And the shot! It's anyone's ball now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's there to belt it away.
The attendance
that's
for
too
the
long.
match was 71,649.
Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a nicely weighted... Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Waddle. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United have not got very long if they hope to rescue this. They're being urged forward by great home support, but they need something to go their way pretty soon, Peter.
Number 18, Hazard. Number 26.
Just
Eduardo
eases him off the ball.
Number
Manchester
22,
United have, after this, one further
Coming on the
opportunity
field,
to make a substitution.
Number 10, Mbappe.
Well, it's definitely the
Number
right attitude
14,
and application, Peter.
Fernandes.
They've got to keep
Number
pushing.
6,
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Hannibal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Fernandes. And this is Neymar.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3 minutes
Well seen.
added time.
Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hannibal. Now Anthony. Well read, nice interception. And we're done. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And Messi! Goal! Manchester United! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
After 8 minutes is number 7, Lionel Messi.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
The ball has bounced loose now. Rudiger goes direct. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, it's a great ball here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. Oh, it's come loose.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ouattara touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Takes a shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Jensen is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh no, this does not look good. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Jordan Henderson. Ouattara. Done delicately. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ouattara. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's trying the shot. Oh, it's come loose. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Manchester United head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Yamal. Now Modric. And it's Modric. And here's Yamal. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Looking to play him in. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Still just a single goal between the sides. And here's Yamal.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Yamal. Neymar. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, can they get him away? He can get that clear. That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 23, number 19. Coming on the field.
Strongly challenged
number
there.
7, number
Van Dijk.
11, Nelson.
So, Jim, what are you
number
thinking?
24,
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too
Substitution.
early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a searching pass. That's a shade optimistic.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Nelson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. Palmer. And they're back on the ball again.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Neymar has it in a wide position.
Has been indicated.
Chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the games. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jimenez gets a foot in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Jimenez. And he's managed to get free. And it's Adley. Lobbed in behind. Chance to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And he tries a shot! It's there!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Yamal. Eva Nielsen.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Not the most accurate pass. Adley. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Hazard goes on a charge down the left. Petrovic gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Eva Nielsen. Scott. Camavinga with the slide tackle there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Yamal. Well, now it's a race. Has another go! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Camavinga. That's Rudiger. Messi. Looking for the run. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Eva Nielsen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing. Yamal!
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Now it's Yamal. Scott cuts it out.
Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now it's Yamal.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Now it's Adley. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot!
Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Coming on
fact.
the field is number 10, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
Adams. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Driving forward. Evanil.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Brooks. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Brooks.
Such good technique.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. 5 minutes left on the clock. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. That's the keeper's ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Van Dijk with a definite foul there.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 5, Yamal. Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 7,
A reprieve,
Messi.
albeit perhaps
Number
momentary.
26, Eduardo Camavinga.
Oh, he's burst
Coming on the
through.
field,
It's a loose
number
ball.
24, Palmer. Number 4.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here.
There's the shot! And it's a goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That has been cut short.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Camavinga. And it's Modric. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Camavinga. To Hazard. Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. Now there's a decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. They've played it short. He's on it. Can he get away? Great chance! Off the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Wolverhampton deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue.
And a chance! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
36.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of move.
Yamal! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ambitious ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga.
2 added minutes
And it's
have been
Cristiano
indicated.
Ronaldo. Yamal. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So we're just settling back. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Manchester United really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
He's shifted it to the flank. He's found a way past. Played in deep. They get a throw in. Delivers the ball. Modric gets it away. In again. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Messi. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. It's Neymar! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Coming on the field is number 11, Wang Hee-chan.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here, and that's gone loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, nicely intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's surging through. Big chance! Really well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Number 9.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Yamal. Messi! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The final 5 minutes. Threads one in. Now it's Wang Hee-chan. Oh, sweet feet. Now then, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely
There will
feet.
be 3 minutes added time.
Cleared without hesitation. Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a key interception. And that will be the final act. And you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days. But only one thing matters for now. They lost it.
Boys. This is just what we
What are
like
your
to
thoughts
see.
on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We have already started here. And he gets rid in a hurry.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Azar. Caresses it through. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. And he's taking no chances there. Goodmanson. Leeds upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Aronson. Clipped into space. Camavinga with the clearance. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Justin. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Dijk. And Upamecano. Rudiger. And Upamecano. Modric. Yamal. Neymar. Now he's got space here. Skillfully cut out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Manchester United given another corner. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thinks one through. And that should get the job done.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
The attendance for this
Calvert-Lewin.
match was 70,987.
This looks promising. 60 minutes played. Lobbed in behind. That's a decent clearance. He's played it long. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Yamal. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Yamal. Number 11, Neymar. Number 18, Hazard. Number 22,
It's
Modric.
loose, and there's a race for the
Number
ball.
26, Eduardo
Done delicately.
Camavinga. Coming on the field.
Well, there's no
number
doubt
24,
that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to
Number
maintain
10,
the energy and
Mbappe.
dynamism until the very
Number
end.
6, Rodrigo de Paul. Number 14, Fernandes.
Threads one in.
Number 15, Federico Valverde. Substitutions taking place.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Valverde!
Oh, the ball's run loose.
In he goes again. Now, who's going to be... That's another chance! Rodon gets good distance on it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Fernandes.
2
Valverde.
minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Out to the left it goes. Lofted in. Oh, well played. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So there it is.
So there
What
it
struck
is,
you most
everyone.
about that?
It's finished
Well, I think all things
square.
considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
It's Gay! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, there's the clearance. Rudiger gets it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gets his head on it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And it's Neymar. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate...
Diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Hazard may have slightly misjudged the timing, but there was nothing wrong with the intent.
Plays the return pass.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Camavinga. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That's Rudiger. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi! It's loose, in he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 18, Eden Hazard.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
17, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. George's cross. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Garner. And it's Mykolenko. Now he's off and running.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Upamecano. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Messi. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester United clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go once more. And here's Azar. That has been slung wide. It's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
And now he has two. Manchester United find a position of real strength now. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And now they can clear their lines. Van Dijk. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Ndiaye gets a foot in here. And he's managed to get rid. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. Long ball upfield. Ndiaye. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ndiaye does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Gay. Rudiger gets it clear. Everton have reclaimed it. Upamecano getting this one clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Modric. And Yamal. And it's Modric. Sends it crossfield. O'Brien promptly onto that, and that is that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Gay. Modric kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 15.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Number 9, Beto.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
In progress.
Plays in a cross. And that has been cleared. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ndiaye. Grealish. No, he's seen through all of that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide. Idrissa Gueye.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
That's tidy. Played into the middle. Climbs up big! High and ultimately harmless.
Substitution.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
From today's
Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Jarrod Bowen is a player that you're going to like a lot because of his energy, his all-action style, his setups, his goals. Some would refer to him as a kind of an inside right in the language of the day, but he's a real workhorse. I mean, he puts a great shift in, and first and foremost, any manager will settle for that.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And this is Hazard. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Castellanos! Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, can he get onto this? Yamal, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rudiger. Now Modric. And here's Messi. And Messi! Off the post! Bowen. Now it's Castellanos. Castellanos is onto this. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Modric. Now it's Yamal. That's tidy. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? It's in! And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Modric. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. That gets things going for the second half. Can he get it through? He has a look up. Chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now the delivery. Disasi getting this one clear. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Castellanos. Manchester United in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Oh, that's neat. Somerville, good purposeful running this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
71,550. Substitution in progress.
Now it's Somerville. Now it's Wilson. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Somerville really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Point-blank header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Wilson, aimed beyond the defence, and he's there to get it away. There's the header! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Upamecano, Camavinga, and Upamecano. It's a really well-measured ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Somerville. Hangs one in. And that has been knocked clear. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
22, Modric. Number 26, Eduardo Camavinga.
It's Rodrigo de
Coming on
Paul.
the field,
De Paul with the
number
cross.
25.
How that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Number 6, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitutions taking place. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on to replace him is
Messi.
number 10,
Can he get on the end of this? He can get that clear.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Jamal. Coming on the field is Number 15, Federico
It's
Valverde.
Rodrigo de Paul.
There will be
Fernandes.
5 minutes added time.
Orford.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Over to the left. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So bring a header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And he's lost his man here. And that has been cleared. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for a runner. Has a look and plays it forward. Yamal looking to penetrate opposition lines. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Haaland. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? Bernardo Silva delivers. And he's quick to snatch it back. Flashes it across.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Bernardo Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Dink through. Donnarumma attempts a clearance. That's a cute ball. Terrific header! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Fires it in low. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shifted upfield. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Manchester United, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Now the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
He can get that clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Up he goes! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Over to the left. That is good alertness. Ruben Dias. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it.
Decent chance!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field, number 92, number 10, Ryan Shaki.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Tries to pass it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
Modric. Manchester United clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Now there's a fine ball. He gets big. And that was very necessary.
Substitutions taking place.
Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's probably safe to say now,
Maybe
Peter,
3
that it's going to be
minutes
all
at a
about
time.
game management from here.
Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Haaland. Lovely feet. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
This is a hard one to
Donnarumma
take.
taking in the
but we'll be back
accolades, having been
stronger,
named man of the
won't
match,
we?
and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that? So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly
Hello,
gorgeous
everyone,
afternoon.
and welcome to
The
Old
sun
Trafford.
beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Modric. Gibbs White. That's a good ball out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not. Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nottingham have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's forced to go back. Yamal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Still goalless at the moment.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. That has been slung wide. So what can they make of this? Gibbs White. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great work on the overlap. And that has been cleared. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through. Great ball if he can get there. A lot of space. Shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Camavinga. And it's Modric. And it's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gibbs White. Knocks it into space. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Messi puts his foot on the gas. It's played through for him. Hazard is on his own. Chance for a shot! And again! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
Manchester United have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Williams. Manchester United are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1. And the shot! And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
To replace him is number 10. Mbappe.
Expertly. He's having a shot! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
65 minutes is
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Nottingham grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Look at the space here. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
The changes then in quick succession.
Number 22.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Fernandez.
Hudson-Odoi can get it clear.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Number 7, Messi. Coming on the field is number 15, Federico Valverde.
De Paul. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, what a climb! Trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Manchester United, after 83 minutes.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitutions taking place.
Nottingham can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
They've played it short.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And he's chosen to go back. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Cristiano Ronaldo. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as
Hello,
footballing
everybody, and
utopia.
welcome to
The
today's
weather
match.
is perfect, the fans are in great
Everyone
voice,
please
and
welcome
the
the
players
two
are
sides.
all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Colomwani! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Colomwani is offering a right smile there.
Xavi Simons plays it short. Deep cross. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Simons. Now it's Sarr. And here's Xavi Simons. Lovely bit of skill. Cross goes in there. Keeper's dealt with that. And he can clear it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Colomwani. Oh, shooting chance! And he comes up trumps again.
Colomwani really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
And it's Neymar. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Great ball, and he's in here. Gray showing good feet. Shot a goal! Yamal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gray. He's in a great position here. Colomwani picked out brilliantly. Caught offside that time. Camavinga. 15 minutes till half-time. That is good strength. And here's Azar. All the way back. João Palhinha. Tottenham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Colomwani is second in the league scoring charts.
Number 39, Colomwani. Colomwani. Colomwani.
Tottenham have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Gallagher. We expected better, and so did he.
There will be 1 minute at
Now
a
it's
time.
Simons. No, no way through. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even...
There's the shot! Off the post! Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Modric. Neymar. Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. Gallagher. He's through here. And the finish! Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Colomouani. Takes a shot! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That's headed upfield. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Palhinha gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Bissouma. Coming on the field is number 30, Bentancur.
Played in deep.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Neymar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Sarr. He's on it, can he get away? That's a foul, it could be a penalty. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution on the field. Number 29, Sarr. Coming on to replace him is number 15.
Simons!
Substitutions
He's got to be
taking
quick
place.
to recover this. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Just 5 minutes left. Neymar. Gray clears. And that's been one straight back.
There will be 3 minutes.
Can he get it
at a
through?
time.
Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the number on the board is 3. Bergvall. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts.
There you have it.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. He rises! In he goes again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Munoz with the clearance. Cross flung in towards the middle. Yamal finds himself offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, what a climb! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No, he didn't quite meet it right. Jeremy Pino. Messi gets a foot in here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Not the most accurate pass. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's made its way to him. He's gone for goal! Cristiano Ronaldo. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's really well manoeuvred. Pino.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And again! It's in!
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a good ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's quick to get it clear again. Yeremy Pino. Yamal. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free. And a chance!
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Sarr.
Good purposeful running this. Oh, important interception. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Crystal Palace are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank. He has found the way through. And he shoots! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 5.
Crystal face to face with the...
He's
having a shot!
Modric.
Cleared without complication.
Number 24, Palmer. Number 14, Fernandez. The attendance for this match was 71,898. Substitution for Manchester United, number 18, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitution.
He's found a way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mitchell.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Messi. Number 26, Eduardo Camavinga.
Mateta.
On the field, number 10.
Saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Number 15, Federico Valverde. Substitutions taking place.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's Munoz. Now it's Mateta. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! Valverde.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Back into the middle. That's the keeper's ball. Neymar. Played with finesse. Van Dijk.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Can he finish? They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Crystal Palace are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, and time is up. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Shot a goal! Another special Neymar moment! A finish of true class! First blood drawn. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 11, Neymar.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gross. And he's worked it through. Well back! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through here, and he was quick to react. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Upamecano. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Kadiolu. Brighton looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van Dijk. And this is Welbeck. Upamecano wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Rudiger. Pressing high and with purpose. Modric. Oh, that's neat. It's Milner! Azar. Now it's Neymar. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's on it, can he get away? But he's well positioned here. Shapes to shoot! And it's been given away. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Milner really played that return ball to perfection.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Yamal. Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the left it goes. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Milner, who does have an assist to his name. Milner. Great vision. Now it's Welbeck. Welbeck. Real chance! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Brighton go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Look at the space. Welbeck! And he's gone looking for safety. It's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Welbeck. Coming on to replace him is number 9.
Tries to pass it through.
Progress.
Can he get onto this? Oh, he's been caught. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Number 13. Coming
Both
on the
sides then
field
taking this
is
chance to turn to their
26.
benches.
Substitution.
Has a look and place it forward. Spread it left. And it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 17.
We have got ourselves a game here. Oh, terrible pass.
On the field.
Knocks it into
Number
space.
27.
And the shot! And he hits the net! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The goal scorer for Manchester
A
United.
horrible blip, a
After
horrible
80
blip, a
minutes.
situation utterly
Number
avoidable
24.
that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Palmer. And it's Messi. Now he's got space here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Joel
Added
Veltman.
minutes has been indicated.
Milner. Can he latch on to this? And he's had it nicked away. Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Kadiolu gets across to it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
And
Yeah,
it's
this
ended
looked the
on an
most
even
likely
today.
outcome, but we've had
big
a
round
good
of applause
variety
to
in this
both sets
game,
of players who
despite
gave
it being
their all.
anticlimactic.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.